Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I promised everyone that I would do a Q&A that I had over on my Instagram stories, and I have everyone's questions right here ready to go. I'm sorry it's taken so long. Life has just been a little crazy with my birthday, Enzo's birthday, and then Giselle's birthday is Friday. I finally found some time today so we can get through all these questions. I'm going to try to answer all of them. A lot of them are kind of repetitive, so I'm going to try to answer the best I can the top most asked questions that I got. So let's just dive right into it. Starting off strong, what are your thoughts on marriage? Okay. So I have never been married. I have been engaged, but never actually walked down the aisle and got married. My thoughts on marriage personally, I respect it. I have so many friends that have gotten married. I've been a part of their weddings. I've been in their weddings. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm just not sure if marriage is something for me. I've never been one of those girls that kind of grew up like, oh, the white picket fence and dreamed of having my wedding dress and big party and the big hoopah of all the friends and gathering and family and whatnot. It's just not really my forte. If I ever decide to get crazy and get married, I personally would just like to get elope somewhere private with my partner, like a destination elopement, and then just come back and have like a little mini gathering celebration party with immediate friends and family. I don't need the 50 to 100 to 300 plus guest lists and all the lavish expenses and luxuries that go in with a wedding. I personally find it to be such a waste of money. I would rather take that money that I'm going to spend on a crazy amount of decorations and flowers and the thousands of dollars you can spend on a wedding dress and actually take that and put it towards an investment of some sort, real estate, or honestly experiences. Like, let's go on a nice vacation. Let's like go travel Europe with the kids, like something that you have to show for it other than like 3 hours of a lavish party that at the end of the day you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and all you have to show for it is like a $300 picture package. I don't know. Me personally, it's just not my thing. If I never get married, I'm totally fine with that as well. All the women and men in my family are married, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a black sheep. I don't really care about marriage. It's not like on the forefront. So if it happens, it happens. If not, I'm totally fine with that too. Next question. What's something that you've never done but always wanted to do? Oh my gosh, there's literally so many things. I've always wanted to travel Europe, like just take 6 months and just go explore all over Europe, Southeast Asia, like just go everywhere that's not the United States. I would love to do that. I just love the cultures, the experiences, the food. I'm a big foodie person. I love everything. The only cuisine that doesn't really sit well with my stomach is Indian cuisine. I think it's just really the curry and all of it, but I love everything and I will try everything once. Like, I will never be shy or stray away from any sort of food. Like, if it's alive, if it's cooked, like I will try everything once before I knock it. And I don't really knock any kind of foods. I literally love everything. My mother raised me to have a very large palate. Like, she cooked everything. She's from the French Quarter, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Like, she gumbo, like literally everything. It's what I grew up on and it was so delicious. But I've always wanted to just travel Europe with my kids and have them experience different cultures, different foods, different scenery, just all the different things that come with traveling outside of the US. I've always wanted to do. That's probably my big bucket list, is doing something like that. Next question. What's your biggest help to get you out of a funk? I feel stuck right now. Okay. So I get in a lot of funks, like a lot, like more than I wish I did. But unfortunately, I always just have a lot going on, whether that's creatively in my mindset or with the kids or just life in general. I honestly have always said I feel like my life is a Lifetime movie with all the bullshit that constantly goes on with it. But I just feel like there's always something that comes up and I'm always having to bob and weave some sort of catastrophe. So what helps me get me out of my funk is honestly getting out of my house, going on a walk. I just started doing Pilates and that has helped a ton. I always thought, oh, Pilates is like the hoity-toity rich girl kind of thing. And it was just like a whole hype thing, but I swear by it. I have been doing it just for 2 weeks now. And I can tell you my mindset and my physical overall, how I feel, is night and day difference. So definitely getting in some sort of fitness routine, getting out of the house, going and hanging out with girlfriends, or just taking yourself to like a coffee date or a lunch date or something where you kind of put a little extra effort and time into yourself. Shit, go get a facial, go to the spa, like go actually romanticize yourself, clear your head, decompress, shut your phone off, get off of social media, get out of that jealousy, the what ifs, that mindset of like you're comparing yourself to others, because everyone is on a different path and there is no time frame for your success. If you're meant to reach a certain goal, the universe will guide you down that path at the time frame and the rate that you are supposed to get there. Don't rush it. Don't feel like you're behind. Everyone has a different time frame and a different path, and I promise you will get there. Next question. How did your son get into flight school with him being so young? Okay, so this question was asked like, I think I counted like 10 times or a little bit more. So my oldest son is 14. He has loved planes, loved aviation. When he was 4, I remember standing in one of my friend's kitchen and she asked him, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he said, a pilot. And 10 years later, here he is actually following that dream. Essentially, how we got him into flight school is there is a private airport here where we live in Tampa, Florida. It's called the Peter O. Knight Airport. And they have an aviation school, a training thing, all on the grounds right there. So we just honestly did a little research locally in our community. We came across this airport. We gave them a call. We asked some questions, got a little information. We took my son out for his first discovery flight. His dad went up with him, and then I went up with him with an instructor. And then right then and there, it actually was not that expensive to sign him up. It was like $350 for him to get set up with all the gear and the logs and all the schoolwork and the online courses and the apps that he needs to track his flight school, track his flight lessons, track his hours, do the schooling, do the studying that he needs to do. And then we pay per flight. So the cost per flight per session is like $200 or $250 or $275 per flight. And he needs a total of 72 to 76 flight hours, in-flight hours. Hours he spends up in the air in an actual plane with an instructor. He needs between 70 to 76 hours. I think that's what they like you to have before you can go on. And then to get your private pilot license, he can actually get his private pilot license when he's 17. If he has all the hours that he needs, he has all the coursework done, and an instructor signs off on everything. And then he does obviously have to take a test as well. But I'll do a separate video to kind of get more in depth in that, and I'll have him with me so he can better explain things as well. So if you guys want us to do a more in-depth video of how you can get your kids into aviation and flight school without paying hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's a more budget-friendly way of doing it, we can definitely do that video for you. Just let me know down in the comments. Okay, next question. How did your tattoo removal turn out? Okay, so this was another popular question. I know I vlogged a couple times of me getting my foot tattoo removed and a tattoo that's on my back removed. So the reason I'm having them removed, no, I did not get them when tattoos were a phase. I got them because I genuinely wanted them and they meant something to me. The only problem was when I got my foot tattoo, I was very young. It was a momentum to my oldest son. It was his infant baby footprint and then his birth date. But the problem was I was young and I didn't do my research on tattoo artists, and it came out honestly not great. So I never went back for a touch up. I never went back to that tattoo parlor. I was just unhappy with it. Like, I was happy with it at the time, but I just wasn't happy with it at the same time, if that makes sense. So I just kind of let it fade over time. And then eventually I knew I was probably going to get it removed or covered up with something else, but I decided to just get it fully removed. There was just no cover up artwork that I really liked that could cover up what I needed. So I'm still in the process of getting it removed. I'll try to insert a picture somewhere on the screen of what it currently looks like right now. I did have to stop doing my tattoo removals because I got pregnant with Giselle, and I can't go back and start at my sessions until I'm officially done breastfeeding. So we're in the process of weaning right now. She's only nursing at night, and then we're eventually going to stop that. And then I can start back doing my tattoo removal process. And then I'm also getting the one on my back removed. I was not very well informed of tattoo artists, and the one that did it, too much ink, too heavy-handed, and the ink just kind of really bled together, and it looks awful. But I am keeping the pretty pink little line work flower that I have at the top of my neck above the wording. Next question. How exciting is it to fly in a plane with your son? It is so exciting. I never in my life thought that I would be flown in an actual airplane, a private airplane, with my 14-year-old son. I'm still so blown away by it. I'm so proud of him. The dedication he has to actually becoming a private pilot or a commercial pilot, whatever kind of pilot he wants to be, the dedication he has, the time and effort he puts into studying his schoolwork. He's sometimes up till 2 in the morning just doing his aviation studying and coursework. It's so mind-blowing. It's such a proud mom moment experience. I'm literally just in awe. Anytime he gets in that plane and takes off on the runway, I'm in awe of it. I don't know. I'm kind of speechless. I don't really know what to say other than I'm just blown away. He amazes me every single day. It's also just a great reminder that even though I was a very young mom at the time when I had him, I got pregnant at 19, I had him when I was 20, that I did something right as a young parent. I didn't screw anything up, and he turned out absolutely wonderful. Next question. This one was actually so sweet. You're my favorite comfort creator. How do you get so many videos up so quickly? Okay. This question, I got a little bit like, how many videos do you get up so quickly? How do you edit everything so quickly? Here's a trick. I batch shoot. So what that means is I take a day where I'm feeling super energetic. I just write out my ideas. I keep in the notes app on my phone, and I just like batch shoot. So if I want to vlog that day, then I'll just film different clips. I'll either do a voiceover or I'll do me talking real quick, and then I'll just kind of put all that together. I'll film B-roll throughout the day and throw that together. If it's comedy stuff, I'll usually save some video inspo. I'll write that down, and then I'll change my outfit and film in a different room in my house, or film outside, or film on location somewhere in public. I literally just keep everything in my drafts, and then I have a separate folder in my camera roll where I have like vlog stuff or videos that need to edit or videos that need captions or things of that sort. At night, when I finally put the littles to bed, I'll lay in bed until like sometimes 2 in the morning, editing all these videos together, adding the captions, adding the voiceover, and then I just save it in my drafts, and then I just have it scheduled to automatically post at a certain time. So now Instagram, TikTok, Facebook Reels, all that, they have like an automation setting where you can schedule your post to post at a specific time where engagement is high based on your analytics. And that's what I do. And honestly, sometimes, don't tell anybody, but I'll repurpose old content that did well like a year or two ago, and I'll just repost that as well. If I don't really have anything ready to go, I haven't filmed anything, I'm just kind of feeling bleh and in a funk, or it's Shark Week and I'm just like not in the filming mood, I'll repurpose old vlogs, old content, old comedy stuff. Next question. How many kids do you have? I have 3, 14, 4, and 2. Next question. Any more babies in your future? No. This incubator is closed. I do miss being pregnant. I do miss having a new baby, a newborn to squeeze and smush and cuddle, but honestly, I'm okay with the 3 I have. I'm done. I'm very content. I'm very happy. I'm very overwhelmed. I'm very tired. So I am officially done having more babies. And after my last pregnancy, medically, I should not be having any more babies because it is a real threat on my body and my life. If you want me to go more in depth into that, I can create another video for that. Let me know in the comments, but medically, I should not have any more babies, and I'm perfectly content and okay with that. Next question. One of your videos, you talked about your breast implants or removing them. Can you talk more on that? This was another large question. I had 6 or 7 questions that asked almost the exact same thing. So I did mention that I am looking to get my breast implants removed. I got the girls done back in October of 2014, so it has been almost 11 years since I've had them in. I was eventually going to get them redone anyways, but just as I've gotten older and my frontal lobe has developed a lot more and I'm starting to actually love myself and my body, I just want them out. Like, I don't want to have to worry about when I'm 60, 70, 80s, 90s, having to worry about going through major surgeries every 10 to 15 years, getting my breast implants replaced or redone. Honestly, just thinking about it now, it's such a hassle to constantly go through that major of a surgery that often. I know it doesn't seem that often, but it does seem that often because time just flies. And the best part about this decision is something that once served me just no longer serves me, and that's okay. The best part about being an adult is you're allowed to make those decisions. They also have been giving me some discomfort, like when I go and get massages, laying face down on a table is very uncomfortable sometimes, laying face down in bed is uncomfortable. I have had 2 more babies since getting them done, and they have gotten a lot bigger. I went up, I think, 2 whole cup sizes since my original cup size when I first got them done. That I also have a smaller frame. Now they're just too big for my body and they're uncomfortable. I don't feel like me anymore. Things just fit weird. So I'm like a medium large up top here, and then the rest of my body is an extra small. So I'm always having to alter stuff. Clothes that I do have just fit awkwardly now. Stuff that used to fit just doesn't fit because they have gotten so much bigger. I'm just ready to get them out. I've also seen that the brand that I have, a particular type of it, is also on a recall list. So I also have to get that checked out. So I do have a surgeon in mind that I am going to have a consultation with. She's a female surgeon. I did have a girlfriend that actually went to her and used her and got hers removed with a lift. So I'm excited to finally get that consultation. I have to be 6 months post breastfeeding in order just to get the consultation. So we're really trying hard to wean Giselle off the breast and officially dry up my milk because I can't get my consultation or have my surgery until I officially am no longer a milking cow. Now I am gonna go into a more in-depth video about my implants and the removal and the whole process and vlog the whole thing as well. I am gonna do another Q&A video of the implant removal and when I got the implants and how long I had them and why I got them. But that's a video for a separate time because it's just gonna take up too much time here. Next question. How is being a single parent? I don't have any kids, just curious. It looks hard. And how are you genuinely? Okay, so this is a really nice question. Genuinely, I'm okay. Yes, doing things on my own is a lot more difficult, but I was a single mom for 10 years with my oldest and we were fine. His dad and I have a great relationship. We're great friends. We co-parent fantastically. We were just really young at the time. We realized the first 2 years of his life that we were just better off as friends, and that's okay. Like, we were adults about it. We have nothing through the court system. We did holidays, birthdays, 4th of July's, every little celebration we always all did together as a family, with his family, with my family. We did everything together, even though we weren't together. Our co-parenting setup was probably like a foreign concept to most, but it worked for us and it still does. And he's 14 and he's turned out great and now he's flying planes. I know that's probably not for everyone, but it's what really worked for us. Now having 2 more little ones and doing this whole single parent thing all over again. Yes, it is a lot more difficult. It's hard not having someone else help me referee when they're just in a mood or I need to get dinner done and they're kind of whining and crying or they're tired or they need bath time and I haven't eaten anything or I haven't been able to take a shower. Yes, it is a lot harder. Yes, it is difficult not having the other parent here. Their dad and I are currently working on, and yeah, there's really not much more to that question without getting too personal, too much into the details. Yeah, it's difficult. It's hard at times. It's very, very exhausting, but I did it for 10 years as a 20-year-old young mom. I can do it again now in my 30s. I'm handling everything well. We're okay. The kids are thriving. It's just it can be a little overwhelming. I don't recommend. I'm handling it with grace. Sorry about that. My camera memory was full, so I had to go download all my files on my computer and then erase it off my SIM card. Let's get back. I think I had one more question and that kind of like wraps it up for this video. There's still a bunch more, but I'll have to go into another video with all that. It's just gonna be way too long. Last question was, can you speak on working for Terry by chance? Love following you. Okay, so I've had this follower back in like my WWE days. So the Terry they're referring to is Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan. I worked for him for 10, 11 years. He's a great guy. He's been through so much, more than any person should, honestly. But he's such a genuine guy. He's so down to earth. He's so nice. He's so sweet. You could ask him for anything and he will lend out an arm, a leg, you name it. He goes above and beyond for his friends, his family, anyone he loves and cares about. Even the general public, he will go above and beyond for you. If you ask to take a picture with him, he'll take a picture, he'll give your kids a hug, he'll shake your hand, he'll literally sit down and have a genuine conversation with you. He's definitely not that rough and tough guy that obviously he's appeared on national television for 40 plus years. He's a big teddy bear, a very nice, very sweet guy, very funny. So yeah, so working with him and all the WWE people, all other professional wrestlers, like I've worked with Ric Flair, I've worked with Stone Cold, all the old school Nitro NWO guys, I've met so many of them and made so many great connections over the years, my early 20s up till now. They're all genuinely great, funny people. Working in that sports entertainment industry for as long as I did, no day is the same. Especially working with those guys, you get Hogan together, you get Ric Flair, Stone Cold, Ted DiBiase, you get all those guys together and it's literally like dealing with frat boys, like they never grew up, and it's just so funny to see them interact and just like honestly have a great time. But overall, working with him was a wonderful, fantastic experience. I'll always be thankful and grateful for him. He's still a great contact for me on my phone. It's fantastic. Just an overall wonderful person. His kids are wonderful. I can't say enough great things about him. While I was working with him, there was an opportunity that was given to me that I was offered to go to the WWE training center and actually try out to be a WWE wrestler, and I did that. He definitely encouraged me to do it. While I was there the entire time, he called me every day, text me, check up on me, see how I was doing. Unfortunately, my first match there, they do like test runs, they do on camera. I ended up breaking my foot, which I told him about. He was very bummed because his first match, he actually broke his right leg and I broke my right foot. So that was a huge bummer, but I actually wanted to continue wrestling and continue the tryout and got in the ring and still performed on a broken foot. I didn't tell anyone for a couple days until my foot got so swollen that I actually couldn't fit it in my boot anymore. And then they sent me off to get x-rays and realized that I had a broken foot. So I was then benched essentially and just had to do rehab there at the facilities with the PT doctors and all their other doctors. But overall, it was a fantastic experience. All this unfortunately happened like literally right before COVID hit. And then everybody was benched. There was no more traveling. There was no more, nothing was nationally televised. All the matches kind of shut down. If the matches were televised or filmed, it was done privately in the training center in Orlando. So, and then life just kind of like took different turns, and that's okay. It was a great experience. I'll always have those memories. I'll always have those news articles. I'll always be able to Google my name. So it was just an overall great experience. There are some times where I miss those days, but I also have grown so much as a person and an adult and as a mother and a woman that I'm thankful for those days, but I'm also very happy on the path and where I'm at currently in life. Yeah, that was a time in my life. It was really fun. It was entertaining. Every day it was something new and crazy. And yeah, there are times I miss it, but I'm very content with where I'm at now. But overall, fantastic guy to work for. Would definitely work for him again if the opportunity came up. And just an overall great experience with the whole industry as a whole for the most part. But those are all the questions I have for this video. I know I ramble on and talk a lot. Sorry, it's just like one of my toxic traits. I can't shut up. If there's something specific you want to know, let me know in the comments. I'll try to do another video. I am going to do another video on the aviation flight school with my son and I. And then I'm also going to do another video about my breast implants, my implant removal process, that whole thing, getting a consult, the breastfeeding, 6 months, so on and so forth. I'm going to go into more in depth in a separate video of that so I can like maybe talk a little bit longer and it's a little more drawn out, a little more detail oriented for that. But other than that, thank you guys for being here. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. Please subscribe and love you. I will see you in the next video.